Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. So today, I think I want to talk about parents who use their children as pawns to seek vengeance against the other parent for whatever reason. That is abuse, because children are biologically wired to love both of their parents, regardless, even if that parent is abusive. The child is going to still instinctually love that parent, and so to force that child to have a hatred towards that other parent because you are disgruntled about something that happened in the relationship is abusive, and I just want to put that out there, and I want to talk about it from my based on my experience with that dynamic. So as I take time to reflect backwards again, I feel like I'm a person that's always evolving. Like I'm willing to look at a situation and say, you know what, I was wrong, or like I'm always processing things in my mind to just to make sure that I'm looking at things in a way that is that's true to me, and true to even the people that I'm talking about. So anyway, um, so in my experience, what I feel like my mom had me. She was upset because my father rejected her, and then thought that I would be the person to avenge that for her. So she thought that she would have me, and then I would also hate my dad too, and then we would hate him together, and I would be the person to avenge what he did to her. That's kind of that's what I'm getting from everything as I evaluate it, even to this day, because my mother seemed to be very angry at me for loving my father, which makes to me it was crazy, because why would you encourage a relationship with this person and keep sending me into his environment, but at the same time expect me to hate him? It's very weird. I never understood that, but she has said to me that I've been disloyal to her. So it's almost like she sent me there. She wanted him to mistreat me, and then for me, and then I hate him too, and then I do things to seek vengeance against him. Because I remember saying, I'll say to my mom, "Oh, my dad did this to me," and then she'd say things like, "Oh yeah, he did the same thing to me." Almost like it's just weird. And I feel like a lot of women do stuff, and men too, because the men in my life ended up trying to do those same, like, I feel like they were alienating me. Well, they did alienate me from my children. um and so yeah, I just think it's very strange. And it just doesn't work. I mean, maybe some kids will team up with their parent and hate the other parent, naturally hate them, but I just don't think it's a natural response for a child to hate their parent. It's something that has to be indoctrinated into them, because we are not biologically set up to hate our parents. We have to depend on our parents for to live. Like babies, when they're born, they instinctually know how to do things for survival, and it's just the same type of process. That's how our brains are wired. And so growing up, I just always thought that was strange. I It's almost like I couldn't show how much I cared about my father to my mother, because I knew that would make her mad. And yeah, so that's something I wanted to talk about today, is using your children as pawns in a relationship when the relationship ends. When you choose your partner, that's your choice, not your child's choice. So you live with that choice on your own. Don't use your child, and don't visit your emotional mess onto your children. Allow them to be loved by that other parent or not loved. They will evaluate that whole entire situation on their own without your help. And so, yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to say today. I have a whole lot more to say, but I will save it for another video. It's National Dog Day. I'm going to hang out with Kobe. I'm going to keep blinging, and we'll be back. Have a great day.